All right, and who is the foreperson of the jury? You are. And has the jury reached a verdict?
Yes.
All right, if you would hand the verdict forms to the deputy sheriff. Under instruction number 1, murder, the jury has found Bradley Caraway not guilty. Under instruction number 2, manslaughter in the second degree, the jury has found Bradley Caraway not guilty. Under instruction number 3, reckless homicide, the jury has found Bradley Caraway guilty. Under instruction number 4, operating a motor vehicle under the influence of alcohol, the jury has found Bradley Caraway guilty. Ladies and gentlemen, is that your verdict? Does either side request a poll of the jury?
Yes, Your Honor. Thank you.
All right, so I'm going to need to ask each one of you if those in fact are your verdicts. So, sir, I'll start with you here on the first row. Are those your verdicts?
Yes.
Ma'am? Are those your verdicts? Are those your verdicts? Are those your verdicts? The foreperson, are those your verdicts?
Yes.
Are those your verdicts?
Yes.
Are those your verdicts?
Yes, ma'am.
Are those your verdicts? Are those your verdicts? Are those your verdicts? And are those your verdicts?
Yes, sir.
Counsel, if you'll approach. The jury having found you guilty of reckless homicide and driving under the influence of alcohol, this court finds you guilty of reckless homicide, and then it's my understanding that there is a stipulation that he has 2 prior DUI convictions.
That's correct, Judge.
Making this a third offense DUI.
That's correct.
And by agreement, this court then finds you guilty of driving under the influence of alcohol, third offense. There's a further agreement of the parties that he will take the maximum sentence on the reckless homicide, which is 5 years. The sentence under the DUI third by law runs concurrent with that 5-year sentence. There are other ramifications to being found guilty of a DUI third offense. Most of those will be handled by the Department of Transportation, but that includes license suspension and having to complete an alcohol treatment program. You'll have to pay certain fines and fees that go along with that, and we'll figure that out and get that to you so that you know what it is, what your obligations are under that offense.
Is a third offense with aggravating circumstances?
Yes, I'm sorry, a third offense with aggravating circumstances. So it's a total sentence of 5 years to serve, and it's my understanding that by agreement, the parties believe and the court finds that you have satisfied that sentence from your former incarceration, and so I will deem from the bench that that sentence has been satisfied. Anything else, Mr. Eggert?
Just to assure Mr. Caraway, he still has his right to appeal.
Yes. Anything else, Mr. Daly?
Ms. Scotlandine brings up a good point that maybe we should just put Mr. Caraway under oath and have him acknowledge those additional consequences, collateral consequences to the DUI plea.
There's
like
no
we would
reason for that, Judge.
do in a colloquy.
Those are mandatory. And you found him guilty.
Does it hurt anything for him to
Okay.
do that? If you'll raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear the testimony you're about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
All right. And you can put your hand down. And you understand that there are additional consequences to being found guilty of driving under the influence of alcohol, third offense with aggravators?
Yeah.
Okay. And that those will include a mandatory license suspension, an alcohol treatment program, fines, and service fee?
I do.
All right. Anything else, Mr. Daly?
I don't think so.
All right.